Well, just a few minutes ago here in our studios, we heard the hail coming down in heavy rain, but just as quickly as it moved in, it seems like it's moved out.
Yes, and lots of people calling in saying they saw hail covering their patios. Yep. So a lot of people affected by this storm.
And it's still moving across. Let's get the latest now with Amanda and Ed.
And we are continuing to watch the storm system. It is making its way into our area and will continue to filter its way through. Right now, we're looking at the eastern portions of Berks County into Lehigh and all the way up into Carbon County. This is a nice line of thunderstorms that will continue to progress towards the east. We do have a couple of severe thunderstorms with this system. Right now, we have a lot really overhead, and this is going to continue to expand as this system does make its way across the area. A good portion of the area is under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45 and then also 7:15 respectively as we work our way to the east. So we are going to have to continue to watch this, and you will need to stay with us. And as we get more information, and we'll let you know how this system will be affecting all of your plans throughout the next several hours. Temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. It was a fairly nice day despite the rainfall. We did need the rainfall though, and we are going to have to try and bring that rainfall in to bring up the deficit that we are down for the year. Here's a look at some of our other currents. A dew point of 56 degrees, a relative humidity of 80%, and the winds are from the east-northeast at 13 miles per hour, and they will stay breezy throughout the overnight hours. This is a big low-pressure system that is making its way towards our area. You can see the circling that made its way into the area. The rainfall continues to push through, and it will slowly start to move off as we get through the evening hours. We should see some quieter conditions once we get into the overnight. Because this low-pressure system is pushing off to the northeast, the clouds are going to break up through the overnight hours, and then we'll see some very quiet conditions for your Monday. Partly sunny skies on Monday, but very windy conditions. We could see winds gusting up to 30 to 40 miles per hour at times. So definitely, if you have anything outdoors that could get blown away, make sure to bring it in or tie it down. High pressure will keep us dry on Tuesday, and temperatures are going to move back up into the upper 50s. But there is another low pressure system we're watching. This one will bring some rainfall for the middle of the work week. We're looking at some rainfall late in the day on Wednesday, but it does move off quickly, and we'll see some drier conditions once again as we head into your Thursday. For your overnight hours, 40 degrees, cloudy skies will start to be breaking up as these storm systems move off to the east, becoming breezy from the west. For your Monday, we will see partly sunny skies, very windy conditions, like I said, an afternoon high of 52 degrees. The dry conditions stick around all the way through Tuesday, another round of rain on Wednesday, then dry conditions on Thursday, and we will see some more rainfall, but looks like we're going to be dry all the way through Thursday. Now we're going to take a real close look at the radar with Ed. He is here standing by, and he's going to tell you all about how these storms are progressing.
Thanks, Amanda, so much. She's doing a great job here in the Storm Center. There's been a lot going on here, and I know the majority of our viewing area has been dealing with really pretty significant wind gusts exceeding 50 miles an hour. We do have reports of hail almost uniformly throughout our area, in many cases the size of golf balls, moving quickly, moving 35 to 40 miles an hour. I want to be able to take this full screen here. Take a look here as far as the next round. This is where the line is right now. What we had about 45 minutes to an hour ago, significant cell over Berks County with lesser storms to the north and to the south. What happened was it became kind of stretched out, no question about it. Funnel cloud reported southwest of Warnersville still at this hour. As far as the official National Weather Service, no reports of any tornadoes touching down, even though the tornado warning was in effect. Remember, tornado warning doesn't mean there's necessarily one on the ground. It just means there's rotation with the actual thunderstorm, a mesocyclone. There's actual rotation within the thunderstorm, and it means that those conditions are imminent, that it could occur at any time, that a tornado could drop out. And that's where we saw the funnel clouds. Again, that's not all that unusual. We do have at least maybe 5-10 times during any given spring, summer, fall period that we typically may see a funnel cloud or two. So at this point in time, there's been no tornado reported, strong, gusty, straight line winds. We can't let our guard down as of yet, even though we're seeing the air that's off to the east. It looks like it's a little bit more stable air, a little cooler air, but we're keeping a close eye on that. The good news is it's been kind of stretched out. We do have severe thunderstorms right through our viewing area, as Amanda mentioned, and keep it. Let's go back one more time to the next infrared neighborhood Doppler because I want to put this into motion so we can get a real good peek here of what exactly has been transpiring. You see that big cell right there over Berks County? That's where most of the energy was, but you can see it's kind of become stretched out, and it seems as though that the line itself has diminished a bit. Doesn't mean it couldn't pulse back up, and that's why we have to keep a close eye on this. We're going to be giving you updates on the AccuWeather channel through the evening, but take a look back to the west of this line. Clearly, you don't see any color whatsoever, so just some kind of showers around. There could be another rumble of thunder, but this is the leading edge right here. The front still back to the west. Going to take a little while before that moves through, so they could see something else pulse up, and that's why we're here to bring you the freshest information for eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. Right now, seems like Northampton County, back up through Carbon, Monroe, down through Northampton, down through the southern part of Lehigh, down through Montgomery, Chester. Right now, it's just moving in. This cell right here in northern Montgomery County looks like that's going to be moving into Bucks County. That looks like that may be the most intense part of the storm right now, at least that line. So we got to keep a close eye on that, make sure that doesn't pulse up. Of course, if there is any additional information you need to know, you're going to get it right here. We'll give you a little update if you need to know that. If there's any more tornado warnings, of course, giving you updates on the AccuWeather channel as well. Again, if you're in the eastern half of our viewing area, that would be Montgomery, Bucks, Hunterdon, and Warren. You probably want to seek shelter here over the next hour or so. Just stay close to your TV, and we'll keep you posted. Guys, back over to you.
All right, thanks, Ed and
Thanks,
Amanda.
Ed.
More to come on 69 News Weekend.
Yes, and we want a final check on the weather now. Let's head over to Amanda Cox. Amanda.
And earlier in the newscast, we saw a little bit of hail moving into the area. This is because of a thunderstorm that is making its way across the area. We are getting reports of nickel to quarter-size hail, even golf ball-size hail at times. And this system is continuing to move its way across the area, and it's really trucking across. You can see all of this hail really just coming down. Like I said, we've seen about a nickel to golf ball-size hail produced with this line of storms. So we are going to have to continue to keep watching it. But let's take a look at those storm systems with Ed. He is going to take a look at these storm systems, how they are making their way across the area. As you can see that they're really trying to make their way in and really bulking up, moving right across into Lehigh County right now. Is going to continue to make its way across into New Jersey. And Ed has all the latest details on these systems.
Thanks so much, Amanda. Yeah, we got a lot of information here. Good to see you all. As far as our forecast is concerned, what we're seeing on the Doppler radar, we don't want to let our guard down in the eastern parts of our viewing area. Let's get off here full screen and give you some sense here. Take a look at this line as it's moved through our area. No question about it. It appears as though the most intense storm was out in it was at its most intense in Lancaster, Berks, up into Carbon as well. The line, it kind of just stretched out, almost like taffy. It's the best way to talk about that, and that was sort of good news, but it still means straight line winds, and pretty significant ones at that. Can't let our guard down. Doesn't mean it could not pulse up. We're certainly going to keep a close eye on that. Now, I want to stop this so you can get a real good sense here. There you can see the line itself stretching from Monroe County down now in eastern Northampton County back into northern Bucks. Pretty intense there, down through Montgomery County as well. Now, while you're taking a look at that, I want to be able to give you some sense here. Reported in Fleetwood, Shillington, Blandon. Again, we had nickel to golf ball size hail. But listen to this. Lehighton, some reported broken windows reported because of some hail. But this is very interesting. In York and Lancaster counties, multiple trees down, utility poles reported down. In Ephrata, Lancaster County, due to, at this point, straight line winds, they're going to have to go out and determine this. 5 mobile homes destroyed on Middle Creek Road, and there are injuries reported again in Ephrata, Lancaster County a little while ago. 5 mobile homes destroyed on Middle Creek Road, injuries reported. However, that has not been attributed at this point to a tornado. They'll have to go out there, assess the damage. They'll probably do that here tomorrow, most likely. Of course, our thoughts and prayers with those folks in Lancaster County. But take a look one more time. Monroe County down, now just entering into New Jersey, stretching back through Bucks County, and we're going to continue to talk about severe thunderstorms in those areas. There are no more tornado warnings. Any tornado warning that was in Berks County, that expired back at 6 o'clock. What we've got is this essentially all this energy has been stretched out. We have some pretty strong straight line winds, very heavy downpours, and I think we're going to continue to see that over the next hour throughout the eastern parts of our viewing area. So you still want to keep an eye on this and seek shelter in the eastern parts of our area as those storms continue to move into our area. We're going to be giving you updates through the evening until all of this is gone, of course, as we always do on the AccuWeather channel. So please stay tuned to that, and of course, we'll be giving you an update during our newscast later on this evening. Guys, back over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Ed. And that'll do it for 69 News at 6. We'll be back again with more local news tonight at 10.
Remember, you can log on to WFMZ.com for all your weather information as well.